Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Welcome to Neighborhood Unitarian Universalist Church here in Pasadena, California. Welcome to all members, friends, and guests, and those of you watching online. My name is Nadia Hillman, and I serve as a proud member of your Board of Trustees. I'm also pleased to serve as your worship associate today. Neighborhood Church creates and grows an inclusive community of faith connected by love, spirit, and service. We acknowledge our presence on the ancestral and unceded territory of the Gabrielina Tongva peoples, the traditional caretakers of the lands and waters of this campus. With respect for the rights and wisdom of indigenous people, we acknowledge our harmful colonial histories and commit to decolonizing our own practices to learn new ways of being in community with each other and with the land itself. Today's service is led by our own Reverend Dr. Omega Burkhart. Music is led by Dr. Zenaida Robles with the amazing neighborhood chorus and Wells Lang. Would you see how many people are there? Isn't that awesome? Today we have a special musical guest, Dr. Christian Grassas, Simon Carroll, David Tranchina, and Michael Baggio, and I apologize if I've messed up your names. I did the best I could. Please take a moment to silence your devices as we begin our service. Families with young children are always welcome in the sanctuary, and there is an additional play area for the very youngest in our narthex out there. For adults and older youth who don't need assistance, there's a quiet crafting table close to the organ, right over there. I do have 3 brief announcements. All children and youth are invited to stay for our service today. Our children's and youth programs will begin next week. Registration for all ages is underway now. We are still looking for teachers too. Talk to Al Moss, the director of these programs, after the service today to learn more. The next announcement, after next Sunday's service on September 14th, join us for a welcome reception for El Moss, the Director of Children and Youth Programs and Lifespan Engagement. And finally, the third announcement is welcome to Ingathering Sunday. That's what today is. Join us after the service today for a potluck meal in Ross Chapel. And now I'd ask Dr. Omega to come up here. She has a brief announcement as well. Right there.
We have a few folks here I'd like to introduce who you may not have had the opportunity to meet in person. The first one is our communications coordinator, Riley Rising. Riley, would you stand up and give a wave? Now, many of you probably have emailed with Riley if you're looking for things in our calendar, if you're getting information to her. And today, Riley will be taking some photographs. So you will see Riley. You know, we got to get our social media presence strong. And Riley's going to help us out with that, amongst other things. We also have someone else new starting today. Xiomara, would you come forward? This is Xiomara de Paz. Yay, Xiomara. Xiomara has started with us as our facilities manager, events planning and facilities manager. So we're very excited to have her here. Many of you have probably met her if you've come during the week and met her by the name of Glenda. She has chosen Xiomara here as her, this is her real name, and she's using that. So when you see Xiomara, say hello and give a big thanks because she's already been working hard this morning with our crew to set up for our potluck. So thank you. We're very, very happy to have, now Riley's been with us since last winter, and Xiomara is just starting with us. And of course we have El Moss, who has been here for about a month. So we've got a lot of staff changes and we're really excited about it. Thank you all for being with us.
Our order of service this morning is available as a link in the Sunday email and online by scanning the QR code on the back of your hymnal with your phone camera. Again, welcome to Neighborhood Church, an inclusive faith community connected by love, spirit, and service.
The buoyancy of water, stronger than the deadening downward drag of gravity. The innocence of water flowing forth without thought of what awaits it. The refreshment of water dissolving the crystals of thirst. Poet John O'Donohue praises water for how it serves as our first mother, water that quenches thirst, the many streams that come together to form the great oceans that buoy us, that blanket our planet and life force. We gather today here, Ingathering Sunday, as many bodies of water made by life-giving force, life-giving waters, as many bodies that are life-giving within our own waters. We gather this Sunday, people welcomed back into community, or perhaps welcomed for the first time here in person or joining us online this morning. You are welcome here. This church, this community, a place of spiritual growth, a place for justice-centered love, for communion with the divine as you understand it. I am the Reverend Dr. Omega Burkhart, Senior Minister of Neighborhood Unitarian Universalist Church. I am a white, femme-presenting woman with short, silvering hair, facial piercings, and today I am wearing a black robe with a blue and purple stole. I use the pronouns she, they, or ella when I am speaking in Spanish. You are welcome here, your whole self, whether you be graced with the wrinkles of age or the freckles of youth, or perhaps both at the same time. Whether you be temporarily able-bodied or you need some assistance with your movement, whether you are gender fabulous or gender straight, or it changes day by day, whether you wear glasses for reading, or you have spiky hair, or you wear cowboy boots or loafers, you are welcome here. Come to this place. Be part of this people where justice, equity, transformation, pluralism, interdependence, and generosity are values we declare and we act upon. Where love is an intentional act, both for ourselves and the world. And what a world it is right now. What a world it is. You may be coming here today with a weary heart. You may be coming here today having felt anxiety, and rightly so. There is genocide in this world today. There is harm and violence to our beloveds, immigrants, and people of color. There is a war being waged on our trans beloveds. There is a dismantling of our healthcare system, of our legal systems, and our educational systems. Put your hands up if you have felt fear or you have felt anxiety. Stomp your feet if it makes you angry. Bring that fear here. Bring the anxiety here. It's okay. Come as your whole self, but bring that holy anger too. Bring it along. Bring your thirst for justice. Bring joy for being in community. How many of you have felt joy in this community? And if you're new here, look around. How many of you have felt joy in this community? Maybe you're feeling it right now. And know that here in this space, even if only for a short time together today, your thirst will be quenched. Your thirst will be quenched. Now I invite you to put your hands out as if you were holding in front of you or to the side, and hold for just a moment. And then I invite you to put those hands over your heart. You will be held in this community. Just as a ship is buoyed by the salty sea, let yourself float on the strength of this community. Relax for just a moment your muscles and your bones. Get easy in your body as you are able. Know that others here will help lift you when you need it, just as you will help and have helped others to feel lifted. Rejoice in this community, in this communion. Float with the music. Rejoice with the music today, and let it heal your tender heart. Come, let us worship and sing together this morning.
Good morning, I'm Zenaida Robles, Dr. Zenaida Robles. I am a middle-aged Black woman with short, sort of graying hair starting, and I'm wearing a flowy yellow overlay to help me feel the Spirit this morning. I want to invite you to enjoy today's music with our guests and encourage you to consider whether what you're hearing is contemplative or celebratory. And remember, in understanding in this church, applause is okay, particularly when we're feeling celebratory and the music moves you that way. When we're hearing something that is more contemplative, like our prelude this morning, we tend to refrain from applause. I want to commend you. You were so good. Did you feel that moment where we refrained? Weren't you proud of yourselves? That was so beautiful. We're going to invite you to rise in body or in spirit right now and join us in our opening hymn, number 347, Gather the Spirit.
As we are starting our new church here, we are getting ready for our first time for all ages of this church here. So I invite Hannah Peterson and Elle Moss to come up and get us started. And children, and those of you young at heart, you are invited to come forward. All kiddos, if you'd like to come up and participate this morning. Adults who would also like to participate, you are welcome. For those of you adults who are feeling a little nervous about crisscross applesauce on the floor, as I may feel, you're welcome to sit in one of the open seats up towards the front.
Good morning. Can you hear me? Kind of? All right. So I'm Elle. I don't think I've met most of you. I've met you guys. And you'll have to forgive me, I brought notes. I'm feeling a little bit nervous. Maybe somebody else, maybe some of others of you have had times this fall where you're returning to something or you're trying something new. And I think those times can feel a little bit nerve-wracking. You got cushions. Cool. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what my title means, because it's confusing, I think, to adults and to kids. My title is called Lifespan, the director of Lifespan Faith Engagement. Have you heard of the word wingspan? You know what a wingspan is? Of like a bird or a plane? Right, so from one tip of the wing all the way to the other. So what do you think? So lifespan also has the word span in it. So, right. So my job is for education, faith engagement for everybody, from the very youngest to the oldest, all here, because all throughout our life, we're figuring out what we believe, and so it's an ongoing process. So part of the cool things about coming back to church is that we have rituals, and the water communion is one. Has anyone ever done the water communion before, the kids? No? You haven't? So maybe you're curious about what that's going to be like. Your mom told you? Well, that's great. So you have an idea. So today you might notice that I'm wearing some strange things. I don't think so. I don't think that's how big my heart actually is. Right, it's supposed to be like maybe the size of our fist. Like that size? No. No way. So I'm wearing my thinking cap. This is my thinking cap, and it has birds on it. So this is representing my thinking cap. So when I come to church, I'm bringing my thinking brain. So my thinking brain is the part of my brain that is like thinking about all kinds of things. And I want to know that my thinking brain is safe when I'm here. So when I'm sharing ideas, that people are going to be kind to me, even if they disagree. They're going to say, oh, that's interesting. I don't feel that way. So my thinking brain is safe when I come and people are kind. So my heart, I bring my heart to church on Sunday because I don't just come, my body doesn't just come. I come with my heart because I come with all the things that happen in my week, things that I might be scared about or worried about. All those things come with me. So when I'm worried about something, or if I feel scared, or if I feel happy, then I bring all those things with me so that we can together really be our full selves. And then, sorry, I feel like I'm getting loud and then soft. So I'm wearing a sweater, and this is my boundary sweater. And this is that my body is safe at church, that people are going to respect my body boundaries, and that I know that I'm going to be safe, and if I ask somebody to stop, they're going to stop. And then the last thing that you can't really see, let's see, these are my sparkly socks. So these are my grounding socks so that I can feel grounded at church. And so that's what I wanted to say, is let's bring our whole selves to church and all work together to make sure that we all feel about all of ourselves, that we're safe and we're connected. All right, so today we're not going out to our classes. We're going to stay here, but we're going to do a practice run of the song. Practice run. So instead of going out the doors, you're going to go back to your seats. So Dr. Zenaida Robles and Hannah are going to come up and lead you in the song, and we're going to get up and go to our seats. So while we're trying to lead this up, okay.
I know. So we have a tradition here, right, of how when you go to your seats, typically the folks on the ends of the rows will create a little, what do you call this, an archway for you to go through. So today, we want everybody to practice going through the archway first and then go to your seat so you can see what that feels like. And we're gonna sing our UU Principal song 2 times to give everybody a chance to do that. Everybody understand? Hannah, do you have anything to add?
Okay, this is a tradition that we have been doing since I was a child, and I think even long before when I was a child here at Neighborhood. So it's very dear to me. I remember it when I was a kid, and I think you're all gonna have fun with it.
Yay. Let's do it. Let's stand up. One, each person is worthwhile. 2, be kind in all you do. 3, we help each other learn. 4, and search for what is true. 5, all people have a say. 6, work for a peaceful world. 7, the web of life's the way. 8, oppression has no place. That will bring us back to me and you. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. One more time, and 1, no, wait. 1, each person is worthwhile. It goes faster. Be kind in all you do. 3, we help each other learn. 4, and search for what is true. 5, all people have a say. 6, work for a peaceful world. 7, the web of life's the way. 8, oppression has no place. That will bring us back to me and you. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So go.
Thank you. The first dirge was a little bit much, but I appreciate that. So each Sunday, our congregation dedicates 100% of its contributions to a 5013C organizations or neighborhood church-based social justice activities that are making a difference in our community and the world. So you can donate in one of 2 ways. You can use your cell phone to donate by texting the number on the screen, or if you'd prefer to donate in person, put your donation in one of the designated boxes during the music or after the service. There's a donation box here in the front, behind the back center row, and in the narthex in the entryway on the table. You may rise during the music to put your donation in the box. If you wish, please extend help to those in your neighborhood there who may need assistance reaching the donation boxes. If you wish to make a payment toward your pledge or contribute to church operations, make a note in the subject line or use an envelope available at the donation boxes. This week, our gifts will support the Minister's Discretionary Fund, and here to speak more about it is Reverend Omega.
It is a tradition here that on Ingathering Sunday, the funds raised go into the minister's discretionary fund, and that money is used to care for members of our community when they are in need. This year, I made the decision to do something slightly different. Because of the current state of the world, I am going to direct 100% of the funds raised today to a local organization called Inclusive Action for the City. Inclusive Action for the City is an organization that we have worked with here at Neighborhood Church for one event, and we would like to work with them again. This is an organization that our Rapid Response Network folks deemed worthy of continued exploration and continued support. Inclusive Action for the City is an organization that supports our local street vendors, many of whom are from immigrant families and who are suffering because of the consequences of immigration raids. They do other things. They do job training and other preparation for other sorts of economic funding and grants for folks who are impacted by the current crisis. So 100% of our collected monies today will go directly to that organization on behalf of this congregation to support street vendors and others who have been affected in our immigrant community. They will be receiving that funding directly. So thank you for your generosity and support today.
Thank you for giving generously.
I'm pleased to also acknowledge our amazing soloists today, Adrian Bañuelos and Cesario Perez.
que quitas los pecados del mundo. Atiende nuestra súplica, tú que reinas con el Padre, ten piedad de nosotros. En las alturas, paz de los hombres. En las alturas, paz de los hombres. Porque tú, solo tú, porque tú, solo tú, soladísimo Jesucristo, por el Espíritu Santo, en la gloria de Dios Padre.
Now we have a video coming to us from the UUA featuring the Reverend Dr. Sophia Betancourt. All right, we'll give it one more try, and if it doesn't work for today, we can watch it another time. That's okay. Let's see if we can do one more try. I should have had a joke prepared. The only one that comes to me, oh gosh, if my family's watching, they're gonna hate that I tell this one. Ready? What do you call cheese that's not yours? Nacho cheese, okay.
Greetings, beloveds. I'm the Reverend Dr. Sophia Betancourt, and it remains my privilege to serve as president of your Unitarian Universalist Association. As we gather at the beginning of a new congregational year, we know that our shared ministries unfold in challenging and complex times. Yet we also know that our tradition teaches that love's reach is expansive enough to include everyone, that no one is excluded from worth and dignity, and that this love that we put at the center of our faith has the power to overcome the fear that silences and stills us. As my colleague C.B. Beale has said, we must be intentional about moving fear out of the center and replacing it with love over and over again, as often as is necessary. May we continue to do this work of centering love across our faith and in our own communities, and in all that this congregational year may bring. May we lift one another up as we continue to meet this moment together.
Where we are in Unitarian Universalism in this moment is unique. We've named and claimed a set of shared values that define us and that can help us live into a faithful engagement with the values themselves.
Well, I think people aren't looking for answers, right? But they're looking for authentic community, moral grounding, and a vision, right? Rooted in hope and action. So I think right now, our values compel us, all of us, not just us ministers, but lay leaders and congregants alike, to speak uncomfortable truths and to hold space for healing at the same time.
It's more important than ever for our congregations and our buildings to be a sanctuary of radical welcome. We need to be asking, what are your access needs? What do you need to be included here? Because we need each other. We need everyone.
One of the ways we do that, I think, in congregations is creating communities of collective care, doubling down on our efforts to check in on one another. Sometimes that's cards and calls and meals, and sometimes it's much more than that, showing up for our partners in the community and those collective circles of care.
And when you fall in love with our justice movements and the people who power them, I think we find that together we are stronger, we're larger, we're more generous, and more connected.
At a moment when the world is in denial of the sacredness of all life, the democratic process, and of the need to deal with change, that we have to stand firm as youths and stand on our moral ground, stand on what we believe, and we have to get into the fight, and we have to lead the fight from that place.
I believe that one of our most pressing tasks as Unitarian Universalists is to claim religion loudly, boldly, unapologetically, in public, and join together with other liberal religions to tell a different story of faith from the one that white Christian nationalists are telling. They have spent decades twisting and perverting religion, poisoning people with a theology of scarcity and fear, all for the sake of building political power. It is essential for us to not cede religion to the far right.
In big and small ways, we need to be continually asking ourselves, what is love calling me to do in this moment? What is love calling my congregation to do?
And I really do believe that is our Universalist core that says there's no one outside of the circle of love, and we're going to fight for every single one of us, because collective liberation is the vision that flows from the belief that love is at the center.
Hosanna en las alturas. Hosanna right here and right now. If you brought water for our water communion today, I invite you at this moment to get it ready. If you did not bring water, that's just fine. You may pour from one of the smaller vessels up here on the altar into the large vessel in the center. You make the water sacred by blessing it here. We together make it sacred. I brought water that I set out in the light of the full moon last night. And when I arrived here this morning, I drank from it in preparation, needing all the moon charging I can get for this big day. Perhaps you brought water from your home or from some travels, or maybe it was the water bottle you left in your car. All of that is just fine. Someone did tell me last year they brought it from their dog bowl. Which is why, at the end of this service, I sanitize it. Because I will save a portion of the water that is collected today, just as I have done for the past 2 years since my arrival. The first year, I saved a portion and poured the rest onto the lovely plant that you planted in the honor of my calling to this church. I did the same last year, and I will do the same this year. 2 vessels will remain without water on the pulpit today, up here in front. One is for those who are suffering the genocide in Gaza, where they are going without water. And another one symbolizes the rights of our immigrant siblings as they are being denied. They are being hunted and criminally deported. So with solemnity, we will keep these without water. Now at this moment, if you brought water along, I invite you to take it out. If you're in a family grouping and you're sharing water, I invite you all to put your hand on the water at the same time. I invite you to say with me today, this water is sacred. This water is sacred. God, goddess, goddess of ocean and sea, river and pond, raindrops and morning dew, what grace your presence is among us. These words adapted by M. Jade Kaiser. May we live in gratitude through posture and action. May we be faithful in returning land and water to their tenders, returning to right relationship with our own creaturely bodies, and returning our attention to the protection of this planet, that life may flourish locally and globally. Say with me, this water is sacred. This water is sacred. May it be so. Now at this point, I will invite you to rise and body. If you need some assistance, you can ask a neighbor to help you. Come forward, pour a small amount of water into the center vessel, and we will then circle back to our seats afterwards. Again, if you did not bring water, feel free to pour a small selection from the vessels on the side. this last bit, I will pour for our beloveds who are not here with us in person today, who are at home or perhaps watching live. We're thinking of you. We love you.
Please rise in body or in spirit and join us in singing our closing hymn, number 1064, Blue Boat Home.
A blue, watery field with the words in slinky cursive, coming home, and like rivers to the sea. These words of benediction from Kaylee Rice. It starts with a drop, then a trickle, a burble, a rush of water bubbling towards its destination, and finally the wide, endless sea. All rivers run to the sea. Today you brought water here, you poured it into this common vessel. And although our experiences have differed, these waters here mingle, signifying our communal humanity. Today you came and you shared in this sacred community here. And may you depart from this sacred space, hearts filled with hope for new beginnings, a fresh start. Go forth today, but return to this community where rivers of tears may be shed, where dry souls are watered, where your joy bubbles up, and where your life cup overflows, where deep in your spirit you have found in this place a home, a home. All rivers run to the sea. May it be so.